at the Knowledgelake booth, and I'm going to be talking to Kevin Ells.
Well, my name's Kevin Ells. I'm the Director of Marketing here at Knowledgelake. I've been working with Knowledgelake now for about 7 years. Knowledgelake's the SharePoint ECM experts. We are focused on providing solutions for SharePoint for users in the document management, document imaging space. That being capturing content from documents, being paper documents, where you're scanning paper documents, extracting data off of them, mapping that to different content types and libraries in SharePoint, and then saving them to the SharePoint libraries. The same with electronic files on your Outlook, your desktop. The reason we do this for the desktop is it's challenging to get people to put content into SharePoint. They find it difficult to go through lots and lots of steps. It can take up to 7 to 11 steps to add a piece of content to SharePoint. It's time-consuming, tedious, and kind of error-prone. So we make it very simple. 1-2 clicks inside your document, Outlook, it saves to SharePoint, puts in the right place. Other big challenge is losing information in SharePoint. It goes in there and then you can't find it. So we've made SharePoints easier to find, better to search, metadata-based searching. You put all this index information on these documents. Now you can use it for finding the information. So for example, say you're doing an accounting application and you want to find a purchase order number 12345. If you searched in SharePoint for 12345, you could find a zip code, a street address, many different items are associated with those numbers. What we want to do is do focused searching exactly on that purchase order number, come back with the exact right document and bring it to the user without any question. It's not the most popular document, it's not the most viewed document, it's the exact document.
And how do you enable that?
We enable that with what we call our Microsoft Imaging solution. It enhances the searching capabilities by providing an index schema for searching upon, an interface to build search dialogues and little web parts. You can choose whatever fields you want to present to the end user, and then a result set that looks very much like a spreadsheet report. A little list of documents that come back on that criteria. Click on one, you can open up in our viewer, view the document, see the metadata, control the workflow, do record retention, annotation, check in, check out, everything you would do with paper or electronic files, all in the interface of a single application. Users don't have to install any software on their desktop.
So how does that work with people who are on older versions of SharePoint or who are migrating?
So we've been working with SharePoint since 2003. We looked at SharePoint in 2003, did a gap analysis of what it had and what it didn't have to be an ECM system. And from that point on, we started adding components. So we work with all versions of SharePoint, including Office 365.
That's great. So how does that work with Office 365?
So Office 365 is a little different model. You can't install applications inside their servers. So what we have enabled is web apps to be able to talk to the features that we need. The searching capabilities and the viewing capabilities are now plugins that are right on the outside.
Okay, so any customer can come to you and say we're on whatever version or we want to go to Office 365 and you'll support them.
Support them all and also work with hybrid solutions where some of the content may be on-premise, some in the cloud, some in Office 365, we work with all of it. And the user experience will be the same. So they won't know or care, for that matter, where the information is coming or going from.
Great. So as you look forward here at the SharePoint conference, what are you seeing that's really interesting for you and for your customers?
I am not seeing anything outside of my booth at the SharePoint conference, so I have no idea what they're seeing out there. But I can tell you what they're seeing in here that's new and exciting for them.
Great.
So this is our 4th SharePoint conference, and what we're showing that's new here is records management. We've enhanced SharePoint's records management with our new Record Manager tool that takes records management to the level that users really need. There's some core features inside SharePoint, but they're not enough for what people really need. We've added records management capabilities, advanced capture capabilities to the point where you can just throw paper in a scanner, don't even tell the software what people, just throw it in and it finds the documents, identifies, extracts the data with very little user interaction. We have mobile solutions now, so you can search and find your content from any piece of glass, your iPad, your Surface, tablet, your laptop, your computer, all now capable to find information. So we got the mobile, we got the records management, we got the advanced capture. I'm going to forget a few things doing so much here at the show, but what's going on, what's new is going on here.
That's
probably
great.
some other stuff out there too.
What's the most frequent question you get here at the booth of customers coming by and talking to you?
Most frequent question. Can I win an Xbox? The second most frequent question is, I hear you help me with user adoption. How do you help me? because that's kind of the claim to fame. Everybody can sell you solutions and products, but if you're not solving any problems or people aren't using them, then the money's just wasted. So what's happened with SharePoint is people have done that. They've spent all the money investing in SharePoint. They've invested in the hardware and the software and the add-on products, and users aren't still using it. And what we solved that problem by not only being software developers, but we're the ECM experts. So we can give them training, we can give them best practices, we've written books on it, white papers on it. Basically, we're giving them the education to go back and do it right so you can roll it out and implement it so the users do adopt it. And then at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
What kinds of industries are kind of your sweet spot?
It's more departmental than industry. Think paper-intensive departments. So AP, very paper-intensive. Human resources, paper-intensive. Industries, so for example, if you've ever done a mortgage, a little bit of paper there. How many documents have you signed? 3 or 4 times. Those, you send them back, then they send you no more, and they send you back. That's document management. That's document workflow moving back and forth. So any paper-intensive type operation is a great candidate for us. So we're all over the place. But think about government. How much paperwork do you deal with the government? Very popular there. But we're really in every industry, just about.
And what do you say is your differentiator with your competitors?
That's easy. We're the leader, they're the followers. We were the first ones here, and nobody's ever caught up or even got close to us. So what differentiates us is we're the innovator and designer, and they're the copycats.
You have the experience that you're building.
We have the experience, and we have the awards to prove it. We won Microsoft's Partner of the Year 3 times, Document Management Company of the Year for England last year, KM World Trend-Setting Product again for the 3rd time for one of another products that we've introduced. So we like to think we're doing...
You have a strong position in the market.
We pretty much have the leadership in the market.
Great. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for all the great information.
My pleasure. Thanks. It was fun. Thanks.
Thanks.